अनुभव कर तू परमानंद के अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन को देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे को देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे कर ले अभिवादन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज महाले परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से हो जा मन में मगन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन। Okay, we will chant Hare Rama again. We will like all of us. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, चाक दूर किनारा और कोई न खेवनहारा हो और कोई न खेवनहारा हो फिर तू ही मेरा पार कर। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण।
The garment Sri Krishna is referring to is this physical body. This physical body, one day, it can no longer take us forward. I know it's a big controversy in your mind that his garment became one he had to discard, one which was forcefully discarded. It's a difficult situation to come to terms with. But whatever the hard line of the story is, he is here now on his journey to acquire a new garment, new body. So he's on that journey. And Sri Krishna tells us also, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janmamritasya cha tasmad pariharyati natvan suchitumarasi. All who are born must die. Whatever has a beginning has an end. And so for all of us, we too will be lying like this, but we hope not under the same conditions that took place in the last week. Today is day 7 since the death of the late Ashram. And I know that's quite a week for any family to have to go through this process, but up to day 7. The nation is looking on, the leaders are looking on, and people say there is no crisis in Trinidad and Tobago. The state is responsible for national security. And when we say there is no crisis, well, we have to rethink. There's a bigger crisis. But today we are focusing on giving Ashram the peaceful send-off that he deserves. So today, I want to touch on one sloka from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. See, take a piece of foil and put it around it. It may be a big piece of foil. Right? You have to get that from inside. Right. And in chapter 10, Sri Krishna tells us, Sri Krishna tells us, chapter 10, sloka 20. This is important, but many of us want to know, when we leave this body, what continues? What is this journey that we are talking about? And what is this journey that the late Ashram will now embark upon? The journey is to continue to that next janma, the next incarnation. Because as Hindus, we identify with the principle of reincarnation. Life does not stop here. There is continuity. So for the family, if this will bring you some consolation, there is continuity as the late Ashram continues here today. I should just touch on this one line. There is what you call the Sukshma Sharira. For the family, I know it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for you. These guys, you could sit here on the 5 chairs. Right? No, these 5 facing this way. Sit right here. Yeah, you sit on the first one. Right. There's the Sukshma Sharira. Please sit, please sit. So we have minimum movement. I want to be brief here, but we have certain things we must do. And that is what you are seeing here today. And that will go. That will be consumed by the fire. And there is the Karana Sharira, which is what continues after the body is gone. And that is the seed for the new life in the new body. So for the family, I want you to bear in mind that he continues. He will continue from where he has left off. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, Sri Krishna tells us, beings. And this morning, as we go through this ceremony, I want you to bear in mind this, and for the family, we all know death under any circumstances is a difficult thing for the family to cope with. And under this one, it could be even more difficult. But remember, we are identifying with what is beneath this body. This body would have gone in a few hours. And it continues in the next janma, the next incarnation. And today, for this family, I want to say there must be something positive. I know we are looking at such a negative experience, and many people could become, not you could become, you have become. I too have become traumatized by a series of events in the recent weeks. And I have known Ashram since he was possibly 12 years old. So it hits me hard as well. But there must be something positive coming out of this experience. And today, the deceased, the late Ashram, he aspired towards right values. To all the little cousins and so on, not so little, the teenage cousins and nephew and so on, that and other relatives who are here. I want to remind, he was a non-smoker. He was not a party boy. He was a vegetarian. He was in meditation classes. I see members of the Radio Center here as well. He was involved in creative writing. He was a hard-working person, and he was full of perseverance. And I want you to remember that. Don't remember just that he was shot, but remember that. And these things are in such a contrast to the way his janma, his incarnation was terminated. Such a contrast. To the family, Vishram, Jairam, Tina, and all the younger nephews and nieces, the younger ones in particular, because younger people respond to things differently, more impulsively very often than the seniors. They could get more angry, and they could seek to be more vindictive and so on. So to the family, Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, when Arjuna was depressed, Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, Gita chapter 2, sloka 3. So the context of this reading, Arjuna is a depressed person. He has to engage in an undertaking that is too much for him. you too have an undertaking that might be too much for you. And Sri Krishna says, Klebyam masma gamaha partha netatyayupa padyate shutram hirdayam taurbalyam tyaktu tishta parantapaha. And Sri Krishna says, all you nephews, nieces, brothers, Vishram, all of you, he says, do not give in to weakness. O Partha, my friend. So Sri Krishna is addressing you as friend here this morning. It does not become you identifying with weakness. When challenges come, we can resort to our weak side. Sri Krishna says, cast off this low attitude, cast off this demeaning attitude, cast off faint-heartedness, and rise up. What he says? Say it. Rise up. Say it. Rise up. Say it again. Rise up. And he adds something more. You great warrior. He's saying to all of you that you are a great fighter. Ashram led his battle of life, journeyed, you too become that great fighter. Afterwards he breathes. And Sri Krishna says, do not give in to weakness, my friend. It does not become you. Cast off demeaning attitude, any faint-heartedness, and rise up, you great warrior. And to the family, what is Sri Krishna saying? To put it in perhaps more simple language you could relate to. Sri Krishna is saying to you, do not become a slave of anger. You know, you could become very angry. You see that in the newspaper. So many responses we see. This morning I was reading someone very angry in other situations like this. So Sri Krishna is saying, in other words, do not become a slave of anger. Do not become depressed. Do not become vindictive. Rise up, you great warrior. You are a great fighter. So those are Sri Krishna's words. I'm adapting it for you. You have come from a great tradition. The tradition that produced saints and world figures like Swami Vivekananda. Go up and read something on him. Go online, read something on him, get some inspiration from some of these people who are world figures. Do not be, Swami Vivekananda says, do not be lacking in self-confidence. Be brave, be strong. Your country requires heroes. The world requires heroes. Be heroes. So today, I am throwing out this to you. This is Sri Krishna's message, Swami Vivekananda's message. I'm throwing out this challenge to you, the family. Awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. Do not let the life and the death of the late ashram go in vain. Let this occasion leave you with a renewal of energy to satyam, truthfulness, saucham, cleanliness, daya, a heart full of compassion for the whole creation. I know it's hard telling you this morning when my belly bursting with pain, my heart bursting with pain. You know, that is what you are saying, and what Baba is telling me. And dana, giving selflessly, giving your service, giving your thoughts, your words, your service. Now, whenever you have risen, people will always try to pull you down. That's a normal thing. In all religious literature, all faiths, we receive references like that. Sri Krishna says, rise up, you great warrior, and fight your battle of life. The late ashram, he pursued a path of seeking one God in the world family. This is the basic idea in being a Hindu, pursuing a oneness, one God in the whole world family. He worked towards we need to work towards reshaping a culture in which we embrace all and we promote This one I want to get to you. Hard work and selflessness. If this country had been putting on the base of the culture hard work and selflessness, we would not be in the mess we are in today. You don't hear that at all. Culture is built on hard work and selflessness, not selfishness. You know, this with puja and thing, we don't have fish, yeah? That's just a pun. Right? So hard work and selflessness is what we need to sell across to the wider world. Pray that those in governance can have clean minds and pure intellect to build the youth of this nation and all leaders everywhere to build the youth throughout the world. Pray that your leadership can turn around the culture of anger and crime and wanting quick money. You pray that your hard-working people will not be the victims of bullet or assault of any kind. We pray this morning that this nation can be freed from the traumatic experience that this nation is in right now. We are in a crisis, whether people want to recognize it officially or not. It's a crisis of a terrible state. And what do we do then? We need to nurture our youth and our children with the broad values enshrined in the Bible, Quran, the Romaine, to see one God in all people and all creation. So, to sum up here, how do we turn around some of these events? There are many things that could be said. I cannot comment on all that. This is not the right time and place to get into detailed analysis and that. But we have to promote hard work. Continue. I am saying to every one of you here, continue the culture of hard work. The only thing that works is work. Not special works. The only thing that works is hard work. All of you, this used to be an indentured village before. People here possibly have not gone into the history of this village. Barracks and so on here possibly earlier, and you have moved on. So today, Ashram moved from that stage to a teacher at the Claxton Bay School. So we have to promote hard work, selflessness, love all and serve all, have compassion for all. And here, in this little wish, when one soldier is shot down on the battlefield of life, 100 more must rise up, each one with 10 times the energy and the commitment of the lost one. I repeat that. When one soldier is shot down on the battlefield of life, 100 more, this statement has broad and healthy meaning. 100 more must rise up, each one with 10 times the energy and the commitment of the lost one. This is your challenge, Ms. Ram and the younger ones I see here. Let Ashram's life not be in vain. Here, I'll ask everybody to stand, please. Stand. And as we stand, you have a program in your hand, I think. With that program, there's a song, Jai Krishna Hari. I know one guy sang it before, but I feel very often. It's there, when you open the program, it's written inside here, Jai Krishna Hari. Through this bhajan, let it be a prayer from all of us, that O Shri Krishna, you it is who removes suffering from us. When there is darkness all around, it is you who will take our boat ashore. O Shri Krishna, we pray that you will take the late Ashram to his next janma, his next incarnation. We pray that you will take this family through the performance of their duties in the coming year. Jai Krishna Hari, Sri Krishna Hari, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hari, Jai Krishna Hari, Sri Krishna Hari, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hari. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। और कोई न केवल हारा हो, और कोई न केवल हारा हो। फिर तू ही मेरा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान दे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। The congregation, please be seated. Then what to do here? We call them right away, right? So yeah, this morning we have here eulogy. The children, please come forward. By the grandson Demetrius, and Diana, Kimberly, Tammy, Marissa, Dean, Miguel, and Renrick. So you come and do it here. Take a reaching light. Right, come this way. Right, you can read.
Om Shanti. My name is Demetrius and I am the grandson of Uncle Ashram. Firstly, we would like to thank everyone for extending your love, support, sympathies and condolences to our family. At this difficult time, we appreciated your visits, hugs, messages and comforting words. The nieces and nephews of Uncle Ashram will now come together to do the eulogy.
Uncle Ashram was born to the late Boodram and Stella on the 29th of June 1969. He was the youngest of 7 siblings and has always been considered the baby of the family. Alongside siblings, Uncle Ashram forged lifelong bonds with all family members despite the busy culture nowadays. He would always be the reliable one to make the effort to visit family and friends, even if it's just to check in.
He was always open to chit-chat with anyone around him. And if you ever knew his personality personally, it would just take 2 seconds to interact with Uncle Ashram to realize he was a warm-hearted, kind, and loving person. Uncle Ashram was the life of the party. Whenever friends and family gathered, he would be the one to show us a good time. The event was not complete without him.
We loved his jokes, his singing, and oh yes, he knew how to play his musical instruments. Uncle Ashram always had that drum in the car, so if you were at a family event and you see that drum come out, we were in for a wonderful treat. Singing, dancing, drumming led by our beloved uncle. He was so fun and energetic, always kept us entertained without a drop of alcohol. We had so many memorable moments with our Uncle Ashram. It would take forever to tell you all about them. We are eternally grateful for them and will cherish those memories forever.
Uncle Ashram loved nice things, and he always took care of whatever you gave him. He was also proud of his accomplishments as an outstanding teacher and his involvement in youth development. He was a master woodworker and skillful maker of many things. I am sure everyone in the family has an item that Uncle Ashram has gifted that he made from scratch.
He was proud of his house and kept it in immaculate condition, with beautiful decorations and always making improvements. His latest was extending a patio area and backyard for friends and family to enjoy. He loved when we visited, and his house was always welcoming to everyone. Uncle Ashram was famous for his dogs. He would pick and make sure everyone got whenever his tree was there. Even his co-workers and friends spoke about his famous tree.
One of his greatest memories was his visit to India. It was a very proud experience and moment in his life, and he would always reflect on that experience. His hobbies were reading, writing, poetry, gardening, cooking, amongst others. But his all-time favorite is sending all the family members WhatsApp messages every day. Every single day he would send us the going-ons, quotes, and oh yes, he had this knack for taking pictures and editing it into frames and designs and sending it to us. One day we're in a picture with a beach in the background, sometimes we're in the jungle.
Uncle Ashram will live on in our hearts forever. We will miss him immensely. We are grateful for all he did for us in each of our lives. He was a very good man. In fact, a great and good seems to be an understatement. The type of wisdom, free spirit, humor, positive values made him a great person we all had the privilege of knowing. He will always be loved and remembered.
One input here from, let's say, Auntie Marvin. I know I'm Savitri, I think. Right, so the sentence will be followed by a requested song, but we'll ask that you defer the song to the time of the part of the body. And since it's a recorded song, okay? So that will be appropriate here, please. Just I will believe the PA system attendant understands that with them. Okay? It will be more appropriate then.
Sitaram Om Shanti, on behalf of my mother and father, Mobi and Bawi, I would like to share a bit about Uncle Ashram. From Ashram, my brother-in-law, my friend, and someone I would consider my son. When I got married into this family, he was a very young 11-year-old child. Over the years, we grew to be very close. Ashram and I used to sit and talk about all sorts of things, like school, his goals, and what he wanted to do when he got older. I would tell him, boy, you have to set your mind on your studies and focus on that. Don't get sidetracked. That's the only way you'll be able to achieve your goals and go beyond the sky's limit. Ashram was a very strong person. Whatever and whenever he set his mind on something, he would get it done. He was also a deeply loving, polite, caring, and kind person that everybody loved. It is so unfair to lose him the way we did. It is also heartbreaking that on his last day, none of us got the chance to tell him how much we love him and how proud of him we are. He was taken from us far too soon and has left us all heartbroken. Ashram, being the person that you are, we all know for sure that the angels are waiting with open arms to take you into Baba's loving embrace. Rest in peace, my dear one. You will forever be missed. Until we meet again sometime. Forever with love, Bali and Mobi. Om Shanti.
Chad's poem, somebody called Chad. They'll come now and do it rather than later. Okay. That's my second look.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chad and I'm the neighbor and friend of Uncle Ashram. This is dedicated in loving memory of Uncle Ashram. It was his last message sent to me on Friday. It's amazing that living in simplicity gives true contentment. Because we come in this world, in the end, nothing is ours to keep. So let's share what we have. Smiles, hugs, good words, time, friendship, and love. Love more, hate less. Ignore critics and enjoy life. Life is so short and too precious to waste it on worries.
As you said, this family has a long journey from from very early generation, which you all don't know. Do you know the early ancestors who came here? Okay, you don't have a history of them. Like in my family, we know the first set who came and we have documented. Right. Okay, so from the early set, I will just estimate they would have been living in the barracks. Possibly this area might have been barracks. Anybody could confirm that here? Right, okay. So one day I must talk to you about it because I've known this area and interacted with this area for a while, but I never really knew the history of this area. So from the barracks, moved to, we were in a state of poverty here, and moved to that state where eventually people tried to become qualified and more skilled in other areas then than what we originally came here for. And so today, Ashram, well, not today, up to a week ago, Ashram was on the staff of the Clifton Bay Secondary School. So Mrs. Mohammed, the acting vice principal of Clifton Bay Secondary School, will make her input. Mrs. Mohammed.
Friends and relatives, students of Union Clifton Bay, and most importantly, the family of Ashram. I speak on behalf of the administrators, I speak on behalf of the administrators, staff, and students of UCB, present and from the past. Many of them are here today, so I speak on their behalf, on behalf of those who are not here. All right, first of all, to the family, I want to say, as you mourn Ashram's death, we grieve alongside you. Just as how he sent WhatsApp messages to you, he sent to us. Just as how he took out the picture of his food when he cooked it, he sent it to us too. We shared a lot of the things that he shared with you all. So he is or was like family to us. Now, even though I represent the school, I'm not going to talk about his excellent teaching skills and how he motivated students to pass the exams. I'm going to talk about, in fact, I'm just going to mention the fact that he taught all of us lessons that we should pay attention to. We talk about values, Ashram lived it. He was kind, sincere, compassionate, sharing, generous. More than the downs, he also gave us words of wisdom. He gave us pep talks. And he will crack some corny jokes too if he has nothing else to give. But he was always giving. That is how we will remember Ashram. Not just as a teacher, but a person that we could all aspire to be like. Now I know we are pressed for time, so I just want to do two things. I want to read something from a card that was prepared by one of the office secretaries in our school, Wendy Mohammed. I want to read something from that piece. It's from the Bhagavad Gita. Never is the soul born, nor does it die at any time. It had never been brought into being, nor shall come hereafter. Unborn, eternal, permanent, and ancient. When the body is slain, it is not slain. Alright. Now what I want to do now is ask some of our students who are very close to Mr. Boodram. We call him Ashram, but because it's students, I'm saying Mr. Boodram. They want to present the family with something that was made from scratch by two of our students. And when the family opens it out, you will see that it was signed by many students who loved Mr. Boodram. And for those of you who have not seen it clearly, well, of course, you've seen a big picture of Ashram. But to the side, there's a little Ashram with the dark shades on, greeting the children with his smile and bringing joy to their lives. This is a little Ashram here. And the one at the top of his head, all right, the one at the top of his head shows the peaceful Ashram. He's sitting in that spiritual position. The people from Raj Yoga will recognize it. And there is light exuding from the back of him. This was the children's idea, what they should do to represent Ashram. All right, and we have some of the boys here to present it to the family. Here we have signatures of many of our students inside. All right, so we will have one of the students presenting it. So one of the sisters want to come up, please.
You too?
All right. I will wind up by saying that I met Ashram when he looked just like them. When he got his first job at PFC, that is when I met Ashram. And when I went to UCB to teach, he was there 2 years before me. So I knew Ashram all that time. Every day, if he didn't bring a smile to your face, it's because he brought loud laughter to you. That was Ashram. Alright, and that is how we will remember him. We wouldn't think of the last week. We will remember the Ashram that we met every day. And that was the first WhatsApp message on any given day. It came from Ashram. Alright, he made sure he shared with everybody. And he made everybody feel special. Thank you very much.
With the Raj Yoga Center, and so I left this one for last pull back the tune to function, to what we would like to, as we prepare to leave. We still have one highlight in a while, ritualistic hand. And we'll have then a representative of the Raju Center. I'm not sure who's going to be, so whoever is it, please come forward. Let's adjust the mic stand there.
Pleasant good morning, Sitaram, Namaste, Om Shanti. I have known Brother Ashram for the past 23 years, and as all of you have mentioned before, is a loving brother, sweet soul, and everyone could make mention of him in this way. Actually, he was doing, at present, he was doing my autobiography, which he asked me to do. He felt it was very interesting, and he asked me to write. He wanted to write about me and my journey, and of course, whatever was meant to be. I know we understand that these types of situations, or the way he was taken away from us, was not the way we would expect or we like. It brings a lot of anger, it brings a lot of fear also. Violence has seemed to take over our beloved nation, society, and has created a lot of fear. And it's becoming what we now call the new normal. New normal means violence is everywhere. We are seeing that there is changes in the world, so we also have to learn to adapt and accept those changes. In one of the books of the Hindu scripture, it is written that in the Kali Yuga, the violence, anger, greed, ego, and these 5 vices that we are seeing today will even get stronger. Means violence will get more. There will be a lot of anger, there will be a lot of greed, ego, and attachments. And these are which will cause sorrow. But knowing Ashram and knowing that he had the knowledge that we have, which is the knowledge of the soul, and that soul is immortal, we never die. For us, death is just a pause in our journey. So if he can understand this, I am sure he would gladly, like you all also, to understand that, okay, it was the end of my journey here with you all, I have to continue. So for a few minutes, let's just think about this soul, like a little light, like when you see the light of the deer, and think about this light. And for a few minutes, we'll have some meditation for the soul of our brother Ashram. So I ask you to join with me as we think about this beautiful being of light, the soul of brother Ashram, peacefully and happily looking down at us, and who knows, maybe smiling, saying that, okay, I am fine, I'm going to continue my journey. Please allow me to go peacefully. And see his smiling face, see the happiness. Now he is beyond any fear, any violence. I have never seen him angry, so he doesn't pour anger in him. And see this soul making its final journey back from where it came. And he is happily leaving. And I send my good wishes. I send vibrations of peace, of love to him, so that wherever his next part or role may be, may he be at peace. May he be happy wherever he has to be. because we believe in the law of karma. We do not have to keep in our hearts fear and anger. Let go of the anger and let karma do its job, which means whoever causes or creates sorrow for you will definitely reap the reward of it. And so, understanding this concept of karma allows things to be. It has to continue. Whoever do what, they will reap the reward of it. Let me be at peace now. Thank you very much.
Tamasabrati Tattva Loki Nartaya Dipoyam Patigrahatwama. Let's walk with it. Yeah. Pull it with both hands. Only two sides. Om Jam Dwari Mahaghori Andhanam Tamasabrati Tattva Loki Nartaya Dipoyam Patigrahatwama. Om Jamdwari Mahaghori Andhanam Tamasabrati Tattva Loki Nartaya Dipoyam Patigrahatwama. Om Jamdwari Mahaghori Andhanam Tamasabrati Tattva Loki Nartaya Dipoyam Patigrahatwama. Om Jamdwari Mahaghori Andhanam Tamasabrati Tatra Loki Nartaya Dipoyam Patigrahatwama. Sometimes we have inconsistencies in practices. I want to commend this family for a few things, a few little things. One, they are dressed nicely in white, which is traditional in Hindu funerals. And white and yellow flowers are traditionally used in funerals. We get all kinds of colors and whatnot, but I want to commend you on this. You know, when we see a fault, we quick to point out the fault. When we see positive things, we must point out positive things. So the arti now, the congregation may sit because it may run, I'm not sure how long it will take, right? But we try not to be too long. So you may sit, and members of the immediate family, arti is not for everybody. You know, it's for the members of the immediate family, and you'll exercise your discretion. So I'll be in your hands while I'll do a bit of chanting. If the girl who is singing one, she can assist me. Yeah. So here, we'll do like this. The immediate family, you may come forward. From here, we are preparing to wrap up. So, members of the family, you come forward one at a time, and you open the mala. When you open the mala, you put them this way, don't throw them up at the head, and the arti, and we move on. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Itali Suniye Suniye Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Itali Suniye Suniye. Pretty mala, so they fit inside, yeah? You know? The next one, try to guide him. Jinki kuch hai avalamha nahi, jinki kuch hai avalamha nahi, tinki charanan rakhiye rakhiye. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Yatani Suniye Suniye.
I would like to say the reason for the voice that comes out from me every time I sing is because of my uncle. And today I want to wish him the most peace, and my family, I pray that they find peace. Jyoti Bindu Paramatma se hai meri atma ab chal kar le milan ab chal kar le milan ab chal kar le milan परमानंद का अनुभव कर ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर तो दोस्त बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण ये आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे ओ देख प्रभु चल निकट विराजे कर ले अभिवादन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से हे मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन. Everyone join. Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya 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 Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Everyone, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radhe 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 Radhe. Everyone, calling in the name of the Lord will take you through this journey. It's a difficult journey. Some journeys, the road has many potholes. So there are many potholes. You have to make the journey a successful one always. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radhe. Those who have to offer the flowers, come forward, move on. We will stop in a short while. Please come forward, those who have to. Yeah. Radhe, 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 Radhe. No, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. And to Shri Krishna Bhagavan we offer his mantra. So Shri Krishna, as he journeys along, be his guide, be his friend, be his companion. Vishram, all are you in this mantra. He's going to take it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 You can empty all the flowers right here now. Just empty them. Whatever, just empty it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. As we journey along, we make a total of 5 stops. You see, at birth, the 5 elements come together to form the body, the physical body, and at death, we are returning the physical body as the late Ashram continues on his journey to the next Janma, the next incarnation. And here, the family will offer appropriate rituals and prayer and meditation on a monthly basis, so that his journey will be better taken care of, hopefully. So, tell the few families, Bishram and Jairam, Amurari Surajita Lingam Nirmala Bhashita Shobhita Lingam Janma Jaduka Vinashaka Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. This part you can all sing together. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Stand please, stand everyone, and as we prepare to leave in a short while, we offer prayer to the Lord. Remember, for the family, I want to say this again because I'm not sure who I'll see in the coming 2 weeks. Several of you came from abroad, and I'm not sure if I'll see you then. So some of the things I would have liked to say to you then, I had to say today. But remember, the Shraddh will be in roughly 2 weeks' time, 10 days, and then the Bandara following. And remember, as we said earlier, let Ashram's life not go in vain. You renew your commitment to Dharma. I have thing to tell you at this time. Renew your commitment to Dharma. And he said, for every one soul there who has been shut down, 100 more must rise with 10 times the strength of the one shut down. That's quite a challenge for you. So as a family, you bring pride to this family, bring pride to this house, and bring pride to your ancestors. I remember your mother and father here. So when I came today, I could recognize some of the family who resemble the mother a lot. So today, let's join in prayer, and we pray, O Lord, as we journey along, as the late Ashram journeys along. Be his friend, be his guide, be his companion. O Lord, you are the universal creator, you are the sustainer, and you are the reabsorber. Only by your Shakti, O Lord, could his soul attain Swarglobe, the high state. Om Tvambhut Brityagat Yunis, Kambhut Paripalakaha, Mitaha Sansarikas Nasmadikam, From Swargatinnaya. O Lord, we recognize the body is made up of the 5 elements, and today we will make the 5 stops symbolic of paying our respects to the 5 elements from which the body came. The body is made up of earth from Dharti Mata, fire from Agnir Deva, water from Varun Devta, air from Vayu Devta, and Om Krato Smara Kritam Smara, Krato Smara Kritam Smara. O Lord, may this soul enter into its abode. May the fire, eventually at the creek, may the fire consume the body, may the body become ashes, and may the elements be returned to the 5 sources from which they came. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulangayati Girim Yat Kripatam Aham Bandi Paramanandam Madhavam. And may he journey, O Lord, and whatever is his destiny, O Lord, you know. Whatever his destiny, whatever janma, whatever journey he has, you know. But we pray, O Lord, may he ultimately attain the highest abode. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Ram Naam Satya hai, Ram Naam Satya hai, Ram Naam Satya hai. We just leave a few moments for anybody who wants to view the body. You just come, walk one way, view the
I walk in up now. Anyone ready for you? Let's go.
They set it up for me. Go on Facebook and type in the second part. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Excuse you move, please.
Like no signal yet.
No signal?
Yeah. Okay.
No internet connection. Your presentation was nice. Once I get in, I'm going to studio and is that the card, right? Yeah. It's documented. Yeah, I think I should go down there. So what's the right now?
That's going to be clear.
I want to know how you do that.
Well, we'll come this side. Come on, right.
No. Baba. Baba, go on the other side, please. I'm recording for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I see this? But again, the code.
Just put your foot over and go and see her together. Yeah, she can see it. Just hold it when you're ready.
Everything I see will be. You want a crossover on the side of the middle? Huh? You want a crossover on the side?
Okay.
Put one by the mouth. And the sandalwood or you'll just put the body inside. Leave the clothes. Put the body inside. Leave the clothes.
What to do? I know, sorry, I realize you're working.
Alright, you guys come back this way. If I may, you come this way. You don't come this way. Right, you can stand on this side.
You ready matches, fellas?
Match. Who's their match?
Alright. Okay, very quickly then you guys light the fire. Alright, leave it here now, just you know that it's start to blaze. Yeah. Okay, just before we and he has already gone. As I said, the external body is what we should do. We're going to ask to light the fire, put up Agnir Devta, and ask Agnir Devta. We're going to ask Agnir Devta to consume the body, turn the body into the 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, space. from Thematic, fire, Agnir Deva, water, Marine Devta, air, Vayu Devta, and space, Akash Devta. So the physical body will be returned. And then, when the physical body is returned, the mind, thoughts, intellect, the subtle body, the astral body, the soul is traveling. And that is what you are here for. You are here to do that with dignity. And I must commend you for the wonderful way the family conducted everything nicely and good. So I know you will continue, I know this is never an easy moment for any family. So here, as we light the fire, we will ask the fire to accept the body and consume it. But let us turn and pray here, and let us offer a prayer. O Lord, as the fire is lit here and the body is consumed, all of us will be going back home. But the late Ashram will be on his journey. But I want to remind you, he is not going alone. Don't feel he's going alone. He's not going alone. When the body is consumed, Lord Shiva takes the ash and places it on his body, telling us that as you journey, even in the life after death, God is your only friend. God is your only friend. So Lord Shiva puts that ash. What color of Lord Shiva body? I know they will tell me it's not blue. Ash green. The color of Lord Shiva's body is ash green. He takes the ash and places it on his body. So reminding the late Ashram that as you journey, and reminding you here too, you go with that comfort that Lord Shiva is his friend on the journey. And you pray, O Lord, may you take him onto the highest abode. Whatever his karma, you know his good deeds, O Lord. Good deeds that will take him forward. Be his friend, be his companion, be his guide. Together. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulangayati Girim Yatripata Mahambandi Paramanandam Madhavam Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansashanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhi Pushti Mardhanam Urvarukam Yabandanan Vrityur Mukhyamam Vichar Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Lift your voices loud. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Shri Sarkarkadi Adani Jatikir Kachani Chap Aram Bhaksha Pujam Shanai Kayam Chamarapaham Om Sarvi Devi Swaha. Wait till the fire now. Accept your offering. Om Shri Agnir Deva Shanti Shanti Bhavatu. Om Thematic Context. Om Varudevtai Swadha. Om Akash Devtai Swadha. Om Vayu Devtai Swadha. Om Varun Devtai Swadha. Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah Swadha. Om Sarve Devebhyo Namah Swadha. Around 3 times. Om Ashmanyamaya Darshan Girivana Pranapya Anatanatam Sarvagya Ashmanya Samarpayami. Om Shri Deva Shanti Shanti. Om Bodhikaya. All of you keep it Bodhikaya. Keep it here. Fire stand here. You're not looking at here. Come here, you guys really camp. Somebody in the license, so you like for them? Om Jamjwali Mahaduri, then Sabrati, Om Jamjwali. Everything, leave everything, and you move back. Om Jamdwari Mahaguri, Andhanam Tamasabrati, come again, next one. Narkaya, Dipuyam Sati, and Vama. Go speed, walk around here. Speed, yeah? Om Jamdwari Mahaguri, Andhanam Tamasabrati. Stay outside now. Narkaya, Dipuyam Sati, and Vama. Move asleep. Jamdwari Mahaguri, Andhanam Tamasabrati, Tattvati Narthaya. Let's drop it to everyone. Go ahead. Next one. Om Jamdwari Mahaguri, Andhanam Tamasabrati, Tattvati Narthaya. Om Jamdwari Mahaguri, Andhanam Tamasabrati,
Hello.
All of you full morning, right there, come through, Yes. When you will know when it's like it all over. It's going to be hard. When you're going around, hold it still. What? Hold it still. You're pulling yourself up. Hold it still. As you come, make one round, touch, and move on. Touch and move on. Touch fire and move on.
Everything.
My name is Ashram Boodram, and my brother was murdered on the last week Friday around 2:30 p.m. at his residence in 116 Hibiscus Drive, Debe. And I'm deeply, deeply grieved. The whole family is upset, the whole neighborhood, the whole district is upset.
We miss him dearly.
We miss him dearly, we miss him.
Was there any motive?
No.
Investigations are continuing, so we don't have any other information.
How old was he? And who he leaves to mourn?
He leaves all his siblings, sisters and brothers, and he's around 50 years old.
So where are we now for the final rest?
We are at Shore of Peace, Mosquito Creek, Romaine.
Say it again.
May his soul rest in peace.